Hello, my name is Chad Reel from Real Deal EV. Today we're going to be going over how to change out your Tesla Model S key fob. So here you can see I have my key fob with a convenient silicone strap that goes around the outside. I like this method because you can take it off, put it in your pocket however you want. I'm replacing it because I got a chip on the front of the nose cone there and it just kind of beat up. I haven't had it in this sleeve for very long. I've carried it around without protective sleeve. So you're going to pull off the Model S logo here. I'm showing you there's two clips on the bottom, and that's going to be where you change out your battery. You should be familiar with this. You're going to take your battery out, save that because hopefully it's new enough that you'll be able to reuse it. And here I'm going to show you how you can remove the two side pieces. You can use a metal screwdriver or you can use a plastic wedge. Here you can see this is probably not the best tool to use because I ended up kind of destroying the particular side piece that you're supposed to use the screwdriver against. I didn't really care because I'm throwing the old one away, but if you're trying to preserve your existing key fob, try to use a plastic one and just kind of wedge underneath of it. Basically what you're going to try to do is just get these sides off of both sides. So here you can see I'm kind of just putting the metal screwdriver in. You have to somewhat forgive me because I'm trying to have the camera right in front of me and both watch the screen as I'm trying to actually do the work. So still figuring out the YouTube thing. But you can see here I got the side piece removed. And then you're going to do the same thing to the other side. I'm showing you now that I kind of destroyed the plastic detent that you're supposed to use the screwdriver to pry against. Like I said, I ended up using a plastic pry bar and it worked a little bit better. There's the plastic piece. And I'm trying to get a little bit of leverage. Again, forgive me, I'm watching the camera while trying to do the work. So if you're trying to protect your old piece, you may want to put down a piece of styrofoam or something to protect it. Here I decided I'm just going to use some brute force. As you can see, it's quite difficult to pull off. I didn't want to break it in half. You can see it's out in the front, but it's not out in the back. If I pulled any further right here, it would probably end up breaking. You can see it's got kind of bound up in the middle there. To the left of the screwdriver is one of the clips, and then to the right is another one of the clips. Again, if you're trying to preserve your old one, not a good tool to use, but I am not. Now you can see that popped it off pretty easily. So what you're left here now is these two clips on the side that you're going to want to remove, not remove, but open, and that'll separate the housing. So there's a total of 4 all the way around this, 2 on each side. So all you got to do is lift them a little bit. Don't pry them too hard because you'll break them. And once you do that, it'll separate it. Trying to get a little bit better leverage on it. This was actually my first time doing this particular swap, so you have to forgive me on, I'm also learning it as I go along here. So now you have the actual key fob itself, the guts of it. Everything that you're replacing is just the plastic. So this here is your fob. So it's got your 3 buttons for your front, your door, unlock and lock, and then the trunk. You can see here there's 3 individual buttons inside there that actually push on each one of those things. Now you can see here you're going to get your brand new box with your brand new pieces from realdealev.com. Each one of them is packaged in this individual styrofoam wrap. with plastic coverings on them. So you got one side, and you got the top cap. The other side, the right hand side, this is your battery holder in the bottom piece. This is your button holder. And the last, that's your battery cover. And then these are your last three buttons. All right, now you're going to take your buttons and you're going to put them into the holder. You can kind of line them up here. The smallest one goes towards the front. It's got a little notch that'll get lined up. I'll show that here in a second in the video. This one's your longest button. This is the middle button. I'm going to line the notch up. You can see there's a notch there. I pointed out with the screwdriver here. This little notch, you're going to line that up with a little notch. Same with this one. And then last, line up the little notch. Once you have that all assembled, that's how it looks. Place that off to the side. Now your buttons are going to slide up in there. Place your key fob on. Make sure that it's seated. There's a little circle in the top left corner right there. Make sure that it's seated in that little circle. And then from now, you're going to take your two backing pieces, and there's a metal clip that goes right in the middle. This is what is your positive for your battery. So your battery leads. You're going to remove this from your old one with a screwdriver. You're just going to gently pry it right out. Don't lose it. I had to look for it here. This is the piece that you're going to take, and you're going to slide it down into your new piece. Now you want to make sure that it's nice and clean, because you want to make sure you don't have any corrosion on your battery. I ended up prying it up just a little bit, just so that I was sure that it was making good contact. Next thing you want to do is make sure that that stays in place, and then you're going to go ahead and snap it in. So you want to make sure that all four of the clips snap down. You're going to place your side pieces back on with a good strong force. Clip it in on the top first, and then kind of roll it around onto the bottom. Try to do it with the front and the back at the same time. I was examining a little chip that I had gotten on there. Again, same situation, kind of roll it from the top down. Now I'm cleaning it off, making sure she looks like a beauty. Putting the battery in, positive up. As you can see here, I struggle with the battery just a little bit. This is because I don't know if you remember initially I used the metal screwdriver and broke those tabs off. So on mine, I didn't have them anymore. So basically you're just going to slide in the back part of the battery and then it'll lock in. Here I'm examining the two, and as you can see, the one on the left has little tabs where the one on the right doesn't have those little tabs. So that was the reason I was having a difficult time there. And now here you're going to see me push in the back of the key fob first and then clip in the front. And from then I'm going to wrap it up. I have a silicone cover that I'm going to put on there. If you guys are interested in getting those on the website, let me know. Other than that, the kits will be available on the website at realdealev.com. Again, thanks for watching.